Hi everybody, welcome back. It's Justine, and we are back in the sewing room today, a place we have not been in since I did a review of a pattern that I made. Something you may not actually know about me is I have a lot of work in progresses. I don't mean to. I really do want to finish everything and wear everything that I've made or acquired, but sometimes it'd be like that. And I've recently come to the conclusion that some of them really do have to go. I will not be wearing some of these, either it's just not in my interest anymore, or I made some of these so long ago that it's way below my skill level and I just wouldn't feel as comfortable wearing them. So today we're going to take a trip down memory lane. I'm going to show you everything that I have on my work in progress rack, and some of it will go, some of it will stay. Now, the only things that are not here are things that I am still actively sewing or need to create things for. Those are hanging or like on a mannequin in this room normally. They won't be shown because I'm still doing stuff with them. These are things that either are super old that I haven't touched at all or are at a stage where I only need to purchase things for them, so they're just waiting for that. So let's just get right going with it. Let's see the cosplays of Justine's past. First up, a very old gentleman. We have the super sparkly waistcoat and tuxedo pants with the same sparkly strip sewn in down one side that I made for a super glammed up fancy version of Cosmo to go with the Wanda that Anya was going to make. I am honestly still so crazy proud of this waistcoat. It's the first one I had ever made, and considering how annoying this green material was, I can't believe I got this far. I got the little fakey pockets. The back is the different black material with the strap. Oh my God. The buttons turned out really well. I think I wish I had used slightly fancier buttons. I don't know if you can really see them. See, they're just like pretty standard buttons. But either way, I am super happy with what I did. The pants, absolutely not. The tuxedos band is really great. I am proud of that. Again, the material was a pain in the butt to work with, so good on me. But I chose the smallest pant size because they're male pants, thinking, well, I'm a lot smaller than what these are designed for, which, while true, they're also not designed for people with hips. So they would not get over my hips. I had to add these weird panels in the back that are just not great. I don't think this cosplay realistically will ever be happening, and if it does, I would want better pants at this point anyway. So today, what I will be doing is the pants will be just going. They're gone, unfortunately. The vest I will be putting away in one of my storage bins where I just keep some of the stuff that I've sewn that I'm really, really proud of. So like a memory to look back on, but it's coming off the work in progress shelf. There will be no fancy Cosmo. Which also means I get to take a wig out of my eventual wigs. Hold up. This lime green wig was purchased for Cosmo. It's only come out of the bag to try on. I never even styled it because I clearly didn't get super far on the outfit. So this can officially come out of my future wig pile up there and go into my wig boxes and maybe be worn in videos now because I do not have a cosplay I could wear a green lime wig with. If you have an idea, let me know in the comments below. Next, we have a black oh, this is way too big for this hanger. We're just gonna hold it. We have a black pleated skirt that I made for a Harley Quinn from the New 52 comic books. Did I already take this off my to-do cosplay list? I might have. Hold up. I did. I'd already taken this off, so spoiler alert, this will not be staying. The pleats are almost completely gone because of how long it has just kind of been hanging smushed on this rack. They didn't look too bad when I first put them in. The waistband, I don't know. This was actually from the Yeah Hand like Sailor Moon cosplay pattern, so this was supposed to have a top attached. So it didn't have a waistband, so I just kind of stuck this in and I was like, oh yeah, stretchy. That'll be the best. Why red? I don't know. Oh, I mean, Harley's sweater was going to be red, so it was going to be fine. That's a thing that I made once. Look at that. I've actually made a lot of pleated skirts. You'd be surprised. I don't think I'll be saving this. Like, I'm not upset with the work I did, but I definitely, like, I'm not extremely proud. It's just like a pleated skirt. So this will also be going. Mwah. Thank you for bringing me joy. We have a dress for Buttercup from the Powerpuff Gals. Why did it say gals? It's girls, but whatever. With a big giant butt bow. I was gonna do this with a group. There was gonna be 2 other Powerpuff Girls. I don't think they ever made their dresses. Thanks, guys. I honestly, again, like, this was pretty good when I made it. I am not unhappy with this product. I think I would definitely want to use a different pattern if I made it again. We did the tulle out the bottom to go with the bows. Don't know if I totally love this. I might do a different trim at the bottom. And honestly, the bow is okay. The waistband is fine, but this is just like, I feel like it would be a little... Actually, no, I'm still pretty happy with this. I was gonna like attack it, but all things considered, it's pretty cute. I feel like I probably followed like a Sailor Moon tutorial because it looks Sailor Moony in shape. This definitely is gonna go, I'm gonna do Buttercup one day, whether with people or on my own, I don't care anymore. But I will not be doing it in this dress, so she's coming off the work in progress shelf. I do have a Buttercup wig up there in my wigs, but because I still do want to do a Buttercup, like that's not totally off the table, this dress just is, I'm gonna leave it up there. It's staying. I'm sorry, you don't get to come down from the lonely shelf. Now, this next one. I decided I wanted to be Mavis from Hotel Transylvania, but I didn't want to do the like regular look Mavis. Not that there's anything wrong with that, it's super cute, maybe one day. I wanted to do her goth wedding dress from the end of the movie. Oh my god. Okay, so we have got the wedding gown with the spider lace top. It's very big, gets a little poofy under there. There is like crinoline built in. I also built the spiderweb gloves and the veil, which, okay, this is definitely the top. Oh my god, it looks very stupid, especially with the hat right now. But honestly, I'm still pretty proud of like what I did. I did this like really cute trim, which was a pain in the butt to cover the edge. Oh my god. Okay. Listen, this is fun. I would still like to do this. I really only need to style the wig, like get just a whatever pair of shoes, because I don't think you've ever actually even seen them. And she's got like a brooch she wears. The only problem is, so her gloves are spider webs. So I made spider web gloves. These gloves, because they are spider webs, don't stretch as one would expect. So like they just kind of bunch up in like not a great way as I try to tug this up further and further. Oh, okay. You know what? It's making some of the webs make my arms look a little sausagey just based on where they're placed, but these actually are not as bad as I remember. Like, I wouldn't want to get super close up to the camera in them. But I think for like photos and wearing, it's not super uncomfortable or anything. Now that I'm revisiting, I feel a lot better about these. So this may be happening again sooner rather than later. The dress definitely needs a steam again because it's been hanging here so long. But otherwise, it's fine. I just need the little brooch. Also, tiara. I forgot the tiara. That's what the veil either sits over or under. I don't particularly remember. And I get to be a vampire gothic bride. And who doesn't want that, right? So this is definitely staying. I even still have the wig up there too, unstyled because this was never finished. But it's all staying. Next, and you're thinking, Justine, that's just a t-shirt. What could that possibly be? Pre-serum Steve in the army. I actually as well, Steph gave me these. I have another one on the inside because it's just slightly different. I don't know if I can hold both. Oh no. The like screen printing of the SSR looks slightly different on each, so I have options. This one's a little more faded, so I think I plan to go with this one. I think that's why it's hanging versus this one that was folded on the inside. This is definitely the one Steve I would feel super comfortable being because I am also tiny. Definitely still something I wanted to do, not like massively high on my priority list right now. This will stay, it doesn't take up a lot of space, and it would be a super easy one to do other than the wig, which are always a pain in the butt. And I just love Steve, and why wouldn't I want to be every single Steve? Come on. Ah, another shirt. This is also from Steph for a version of Bucky they created, modeled more after the comics Bucky than any of the movie Buckys, that kind of like blue jacket look. It is such a look. Oh my god. Steph looks amazing in it, and I always wanted to be Bucky, and they're like, wow, I still have all this stuff. Why don't we just make you Bucky with this stuff? And I was like, oh my God. Yes. I definitely will not look as good in Steph in it, which is fine. I've long since accepted that. But I have the goods to do so. We got the shirt. We got the pants in here. We got lots of stuff. So this will one day be happening, and I will live out my dream. Okay, apparently I just have like a lot of shirts hanging here. Can you guess who this was for? No? Shane from BuzzFeed Unsolved, specifically on the Goatman's Bridge. I also had shoes for him, which an old coworker gave me. So thank you for that. I had a friend who wanted to be Ryan, and I was like, okay, well, why wouldn't I be Shane? I am him in so many ways. So we were planning that. We even started making like fake GoPros to wear because they have them when they're on the bridge. If you haven't seen the Goatman BuzzFeed Unsolved episode, you're missing out. I super recommend just taking a peek. We were gonna recreate like all of the lines from the episode, probably do a bunch of TikToks doing them. I think we planned on making some like signs as well for photos. This was gonna be like an Emerald City Comic Con that had like some of the iconic lines. Nobody would have understood what we were, but we were gonna have such a great time. I do not think this will be happening anymore, sadly. Drop an F in the chat. It was a good idea while it lasted. So I now have a pair of slightly fancy male dress shoes, which I'm going to keep on the rack because I do a lot of, weirdly enough, slightly fancy men, so I feel like these could definitely come in handy again. This, not so much. I'll probably find a way to work it into my own closet. It's going to be so oversized, but honestly, your girl loves a baggy shirt, so I ain't got a problem with that. Everybody say bye-bye, Shane. We love you. Something that is not just a shirt hanging. I bought this during quarantine to do Momoji from Fruit Basket because I love him. I followed the size guide. I pay attention to that type of stuff. But this doesn't even come close to fitting me. It is so tight everywhere, especially the little shorts. It's like a suction cup on my butt, and I cannot hide that it is definitely more of a feminine butt than a masculine butt when I wear these shorts. Also, the hat it came with, like, just, what is this? It looks so stupid. He's clearly wearing, like, a little sailor type hat, and this is what you've sent me? Why? Realistically, there's no way any of this is ever going to actually look good on me. So I definitely will not be doing Momoji for sure. Goodbye. Okay, now we're back at something I actually made. This is my Regency Tinkerbell that I made. We have got the dress underneath and then the jacket with the buttons and the embroidery that I work so hard on. I have a video up about doing this if you're interested. This is absolutely, definitely still happening. We were gonna do it in person and then COVID happened, so it was put on hold for a little while. We're gonna do a kind of virtual thing in a couple months. I don't know. I should remember when that date is. She is completely sewn though. I just need to get like a bonnet and some flowers on the bonnet and stuff like that. So that's why she's not actually in my sewing room, even though it's kind of still an active thing. Her sewing is done. Was it perfect? No. Am I very proud of myself anyway? Yes. Also, I love that it was during quarantine and all the fabric stores were closed, so I couldn't go and get new fabric to work on it, so the lining is definitely not very Regency accurate, but that's fine. It's very bright, and actually the sleeves are a completely different lining because I just didn't have enough. And actually, I can pinpoint this green is from my Peter Pan Disney Bound. The sleeve lining is my Peter Pan Disney Bound, and this lining, this lime green lining, is the one from the Buttercup dress you just recently saw. Definitely staying. I did not make this. We have my Viperion bodysuit, which I did a whole review on. I've also unboxed the wig. There's been a lot of Viperion content, and he's not even done yet. This is definitely still happening. There's a bit of an issue with the wig that I got sorted out with the seller. I just recently got that back, and I have a couple more things to purchase for the outfit because I have to slow down on that compared to back in the day when I had a different job. So I'm very, very excited. This will be the, I'm saying it now and I have to stick to this, the last miraculous cosplay I will ever be doing, because honestly, the show is not that great. I've said that before. If you like it, it's fine. I just don't. I love Luca, and I think it's garbage how they wrote what will be happening to him. Obviously, we all know what will be happening. And honestly, he is 10 times better than Adrian. I'm sorry. I had to say it. Is his suit better than Chat Noir? No, I mean, the Black Cat suit is really cool, and this is literally a snake, but Luca himself is better. Lastly, hanging on this side that you can't actually see, I have a Fixit Felix hat that was given to me for my birthday. I also have the boots. I purchased these. They may be a little bit small, I'm remembering when I purchased, but you know, whatever. I have been saying that I will do Fixit Felix for like years. I will be doing Fixit Felix. I promise. I have 2 of the things needed. Honestly, just give me a golden hammer and what else do I need? I love Wreck-It Ralph. I love Fixit Felix. So this will be happening. I will make my brother Ralph. It's going to be great. Just, you know, give me a little more time to buy other things instead of things for this. These next ones I'm going to show at the same time because they're kind of the same thing. We have 2 World War II military dress uniforms. You may be wondering, Justine, why do you have 2? This was given to me by Steph for a military officer, Steve, when he wears his uniform. This was purchased by somebody else to do World War II Bucky when he saves Steve in the alley. Iconic moment, which they don't really want to do. So I have it now because they're like, you should definitely do it. And I was like, you know, maybe. This one does not fit. I cannot do up the pants, and I have to like double bind to be able to close the jacket. So I'll figure something out. You know, maybe I'll just never close the jacket. I'm like party military Steve. This is definitely still on the table. We would need to alter the pants a little bit just to make them slightly more flattering. Obviously, they don't need to be like tight skinny jeans, but they're just, you know, they're not great right now. And I think we have to like take the arms up a little bit too, if I remember correctly. These are both amazing. I wouldn't just like get rid of them. So they're definitely staying, but it's certainly more likely that you would see a military Bucky than a military Steve, but less likely than anything else I have on this rack. Also from Steph, I have an entire Sherlock cosplay. There's the whole coat. We got the scarf. We got the purple shirt. I literally have a wig up there. Do I care about Sherlock as much as I used to? Definitely not. Would I still do it as like a memory of a time in my life? Yeah, maybe. That's why I have them after all. It's also just like a really freaking cool coat. Like, come on. I just want to live in the coat. This is still on the maybe list. It's like a very, very low down maybe compared to some of the other maybes. It'll happen. I have the whole thing here. I just, you know, I also don't know how good I would look as Sherlock. Not in like an insulting me way. He's got a very specific face that I just don't have. Our very last hanging thing is an Oron High School uniform. Now, you've seen me in pictures of this, and you're probably wondering, Justine, why is this on your work in progress hanger? Which is an excellent question. The reason is I actually had to buy 2. This first one that I purchased did not come with the patch. Very annoying. So my friend made me a custom patch instead, which was awesome of her. It's a great patch. I love it. The only problem was when Lucy ordered their uniform to match me, they got the patch that you're supposed to have on it, and our patches looked wildly, wildly different. And I could not live with that. I could not be twins at the same school in the same uniform with completely different patches on our jacket. It wasn't going to work for me. So I had to buy it again. So you saw the second one. That's in the photos. This is the first. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It literally is a complete thing, like pants, shirt, the whole 9 yards, other than like a wig and shoes. Maybe I'll just give it away. I haven't decided yet. So I'm going to hang it back up, but this is certainly not anything I'm ever going to wear. It's just until I figure out what the heck I'm going to do with it. And our very last item is a pair of shoes. I bought these like a bajillion years ago at Halloween to go with like this little sailor outfit that I did. Super cute shoes. I didn't ever really want to get rid of them because I do love the shoes. And then I realized one day, hey, you could make a pinup Steve Harrington and wear these shoes. So that's what I'm gonna do one day. I haven't gone there yet. It's not something I've even like started or really conceptualized past pinup Steve Harrington, but I have the shoes for it because they're just so cute. We did it. We made it through my entire work in progress rack. I hope you enjoyed this with me today. I had a good time like going down memory lane. That was kind of fun. Let me know if you were surprised by any of the things that I had once been working on, and if you were shocked that I got rid of any of them. I know, getting rid of things, it's crazy. This will be a little bit emptier now, which will be really nice. It will probably really quickly fill up again. Sometimes it'd be like that. All right, everybody, that is going to be it for me today now, so I will see you in the next video. Bye!